Greece, or rather, you were looking at Greece in those video lectures that you did, right? And you had to basically go through and gain knowledge of different characteristics of Greece, right? You looked at Greece's geography. You looked at a couple of prominent city-states. What were the two most famous city-states or more prominent city-states that you had to learn about when you did your Angel?
Sparta,
Angel. Sparta and Athens, right? They were the two most prominent city-states. So we want to take a look at Athens and Sparta. But first, let's go back. Let's just refresh our memory. Somebody tell me, raise your hand, tell me a characteristic that we remember about ancient Greece. What's the characteristic that stuck in your mind from those two lessons that you had? You did 2 video lessons. What's the characteristic that kind of jumped out at you? You can look back at your notes if you need to. We just want to try to refresh our memory on what it is we learned about ancient Greece. Okay?
It consists of mountains,
Peninsula, right? So a peninsula means that it's surrounded by water on 3 sides for the most part. So it's mostly mountains and it's surrounded by a lot of water. That's good. What else? What else do we remember about Greece? Kayla again, go ahead.
over 2,000 islands in the
Aegean Sea. Yeah. So it's made up of a series of islands. So everybody in Greece is not connected, right? What else do we remember about Greece? Kayla's on High Street. Let's go with somebody on this side this time. And let's hear from Miles. Miles, tell me characteristics about ancient Greece that you remember. I'll give it to you in just a second. I'm going to see in this one. Yeah.
The mountain divided up Greece.
The mountains divided up Greece. Why was that so important? How did it divide them up?
In different territories.
In different territories, right? What do we call those different territories? This is actually one of the quiz questions. Caitlin, let's see if you remember. We said that Greece was divided up into smaller territories. They were called. Yeah, what's your answer?
It was when they divided smaller city-states.
City-states, yeah, exactly. So they were divided into city-states. Okay, we're a little cold, but that's okay. Let's come back and let's focus specifically on Athens and Sparta. Katie, you want to give me one more? Since you got your hand up.
You said what?
I was saying.
climate varies from 48 degrees in the winter to 80 degrees in the summer.
Okay, so we had a pretty varied climate. I was saying that we're going to go ahead and focus in on Athens and Sparta, but Kayla had a hand up, so I want to see if she can give me one more. All right, so here's the deal. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to be able to compare Athens and Sparta, since you did a little lesson where you learned a little bit about them. But here's the deal. This packet right here that you got, everybody got one of these? Yeah. I know you need one. Okay? This is going to be how you're going to compare Athens and Sparta. Okay? I'm going to ask you to pick a couple of areas to compare, just like you're going to do in your semester exam, right? Practicing that comparison skills. Now, who wasn't in here that I compared to myself? Was it A? No.
It was
Okay. So remember when Kevin and I were being compared, we said we wanted to choose a specific area to compare. We don't want to just start listing out characteristics about Kevin's life and my life and hope something sticks. That's like just throwing stuff up against the wall and hoping that it sticks. Okay? So here's the deal. You're going to pick 3 areas to compare. You're going to give me 3 comparisons. You're going to tell me how Athens and Sparta are similar and different. So what type of areas do you think I'm going to want you to compare? Okay?
Religion.
Okay, religion could be one. What else? Social characteristics. What other areas do you think I might ask you to compare? Amy? Culture. What else might I ask you to compare, Miles? Economic life. How do they trade? Okay. Political character. Oh, where y'all getting all this from? The paper in front of you. Okay. So here's the deal. This paper that you got right here, this is going to be your guide, okay? Before you can make a comparison, you need to gather information, okay? So step 1, we're going to gather information, okay? To make our comparison. We just want to know what is the characteristics of Athens in this category? What's the characteristics of Sparta in this category? We're not going to make any comparisons, all right? No comparisons yet. We just want to know what it is, okay? I'll get you just like you have to see right here in front of the keyboard.
Grade mom right now.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. But
For what?
go sit down.
Who? You told him not to do that.
That's exactly what I told you not to do. Sit down.
Oh, I ain't hear
Sit down. Thank you. Now, here's what I want you to do. Okay. You're gonna use this sheet. In step one, you're just gonna gather information. All I'm gonna do is ask you to find characteristics of Athens and Sparta. Okay. Because like I said, this is the last assignment that you're gonna be able to have. What you do? I want you to draw a vertical line down the middle of the longer box, right? The open box. Draw a vertical line down the middle of the open box. Draw a vertical line down the middle of the open box. Okay. Draw a vertical line down the middle of the open box. Line down the middle of the open box. Down the open box. Okay?
What open box?
The one on the paper.
For all of them.
The open box, right there. Yep, you got it.
The whole thing?
So here's the deal. I got you this chart right there.
My lines to be straight. I didn't know it.
You be okay.
Get you a piece of paper.
You know what these are?
Glasses.
Okay, what's another name for these?
Lenses.
Spectacles.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of these?
To see better.
Help me see better. Those of you who wear glasses, you can help me answer this question.
I used to.
What is life like if you all of a sudden forget your glasses?
It's hard to see.
Unless you wear glasses.
It's
Don't
hard to
have
see
struggle.
sometimes.
Okay? So, if you wear glasses or have worn glasses, you can speak on this struggle. Tell me, what is life like if you forget your glasses?
Well, it's harder to see things, so you always gotta squint your eyes.
You gotta squint your eyes, trying to focus.
Ooh.
Your life is just not the same.
I
You lose everything.
You lose everything. Life is over.
Technically.
Yes.
You get a headache.
You can get headaches.
Yeah, when you go outside, like the sun hurts your eyes sometimes.
Okay, you might be more sensitive to the sun. You got glasses?
Yeah, but I wear them like at night.
Okay.
But anyway, I feel like everything it drags you to something brightness.
Okay, so you may be sort of distracted by visually bright things. Miles, you got glasses?
No.
You got glasses?
Oh, shades.
This is why we talk about glasses. Without glasses, you get frustrated, you can't focus, you don't really have a clear picture. So if you want to get a clear picture to compare these two items, you need to remember to have your specs on. Okay? You need to remember to have your specs on. And another way we kind of break this down, the reason why we call this specs, the specs chart, okay, is you ever go into Best Buy and you look at, like, let's say you're looking at a TV. What's one of the things they listed about the TV that they want you to know?
It's
HD. It's HD. What else did they tell you about the TV they want you to know?
How many inches?
Hey, Toro?
The size.
The size of the screen. What else?
Brand name.
The brand name. The price.
Remote control.
Remote control. That's HDMI. How many HDMI ports it has? The quality of the lighting. So they may tell you it goes at 120 frames per second, a refresh rate, 60 hertz, or whatever, 120 hertz. Here's my point. Those are called specifications. You look at those, and that's how you compare products, right? So, this is why I want you to do this chart, because these are the type of things you compare in history. You look at social characteristics. Malone, when I say social characteristics, what comes to mind? That's why I want to talk about it, because I don't want you to start doing the assignment. You're like, Mr. Miller, what's social characteristics? So somebody else is like, what? Mom, you got something?
Probably like their reputation or popularity.
Okay, maybe popularity. So sometimes we think about social, we think about things like that. But when we look at history and we talk about social, what else do we think? Family?
I feel like how to communicate with other people.
We're getting a little closer.
What comes to mind? What comes to my mind? I feel like identification and my social security number and stuff like that.
Okay, I want you to think a little bit more academic. Yeah. Yeah, did y'all hear what she said?
No.
So they said that socially, right? When we think about like the Egyptians, they had the pharaoh at the top, they had the peasants at the bottom, right? So social is all about how people are ranked, how they're treated in society. Hold on. Okay. So how they're ranked or treated in society. Political has to do with what? What does political have to do with? What are we looking at? We're looking at political characteristics of a group of people. Of a nation. Let's say if it was Egypt or Mesopotamia or whatever. What were we looking at politically? Let me call on somebody who I haven't heard from. Sade! Sade!
Okay.
When you think political, what are we talking about? When we talk about political characteristics, if we say, what's the political characteristic of the United States? What are we talking about? Are we talking about our jobs?
How the government works.
Are we talking about our technology? Not jobs. Maserati.
Now, one way I would prefer as
Political characteristics.
like is like this camp I went to, is basketball camp, and like everybody played really good, but they only picked people that you already know and like you've seen play before. So we know that the political move, so like kind of how the general what's it called government like that was the government, and there's like suggestions based on things.
It's made it so complicated.
Yeah, so government and suggestions. I think we should have it. In that little box where you actually have the word social, political, economic, cultural, that left-hand box, I want you to write down a couple of these things, and I'm going to write them on the board too. The reason why is because I don't want you to forget it when you're going through the article and you're trying to remember, what am I looking for again? Okay?
What about the spec charts for the West?
We're going to talk about that in a second. Well, Athens and Sparta is what we're comparing, but so social, right, is this is like social classes. It might be how certain people are treated. Like you might look specifically at women. You might look specifically if they have like things like slavery or not. You're looking at who's more important in society. Okay. To speed this up, I'll go ahead and do the ECS since you gave me this in the P. So the P, right, prospects political. We're looking at government. We want to look at also if people have certain rights, like you have the right to free speech, right? That's a political characteristic of this country. We might look at sometimes military. That's also political. Okay? So these are the types of things that we look at. And by government, we could also mean specifically government style. We can mention who's in charge, things like that. Anything related to the government. Does that make sense? Okay? E is economics. We might be looking at trade. We might try to find out what most people do for jobs. Okay? You might also look at maybe what a place produces. Okay? C, culture, could be a lot of things. Okay? Q started this out when I said, well, what type of things would I want you to look for? Religion falls under culture. Okay? It might also be education. It could be art. Music. Okay? Food, dress. Okay? All that's cultural stuff. Let's go ahead and add one thing back to economic. This sometimes can go in culture too. It's technology. Forgot about that, but that's important. Okay? Because economically, your technology always helps you do something, right? And typically, it's to get work done. All right? Like the Greeks, they were master what? Shipbuilders. So their technology, they're shipbuilders, but why did they build those ships?
Because they were surrounded by water.
They were surrounded by water, and what did they have to do?
They had to travel.
They had to travel and trade. So again, it came back to how they would make money. Okay? People don't create things to make your life easier, just so that way your life can be fun. They make it to money. Right? Alright. Last one is situation, which means geography. So I want to know, like, how are they affected by the land?
Crops.
What are the features, right? What are the features of the land? So when you talked about Greece, you said, well, islands. They got a lot of their access to the sea. They're a peninsula for the most part, mainland Greece. Okay, so all those are features of their situation. It affects where you live. Okay, because your situation. So like when we talked about Egypt, and y'all gave me because it helped protect you of provide us about the non-rich soil, right? You guys saw me this of geography of the situation. So step one in this comparison. Okay. I guess I should give you a choice. I wouldn't agree with you, but I guess I should give you a choice. Would you rather do this whole chart on your own?
Yes.
Would you rather work with a partner to work on one side of the chart and you can work on the other?
Yes.
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 That's kind of what I figured.
We need to pick our partner.
I'll catch you up in a second. So here's the deal. You got a reading. I want you to just preview for a second. Take 30 seconds. Look at the headings and the topics in the reading. I want you to look at the headings and the topics in the reading. Look at the reading. Look at the reading.
Look through the reading.
But as you're flipping, look at the topics that you see. Do they fall in line with the things you need to find?
Yeah.
Some of them are not going to be as explicit. They're not going to say, here's the social life of Athens. Okay? But this is kind of broken up because these are the types of things we look at in history. Okay? These are essentially historical themes.
So we doing the same thing over here with right?
I said the same class of social.
Hey.
Nicole, can I see your paper for a second? You got it right here. Hey, Nicole and Miles did this the right way. I'm not sure if everybody else did, but if you went ahead and wrote those tips, right, of what to look for in any other box other than this one, then you probably need to move them to
Oh, I wrote it in the
this
other box.
box. You need to move
Why you weren't stated?
I said put them in the same box that you have the word social, political, economic, culture.
I didn't hear anything.
I
really did for real.
Don't pray for me. All right, thank you. Okay, listen. Let's put you on a time limit. Because I know and you know that if I don't give you a time limit, I'll take all day. I want you to try to work with your partner. And I want you to try to work on one side of the chart. Your partner will work on the other side. Okay, one side of the okay. And you hear one side of the chart you're gonna label Athens. The other side of the chart you're gonna label Sparta. Okay? One person's gonna take Athens, one person's gonna take Sparta. Okay? I'm gonna give you 15 minutes. And in that 15 minutes, I want you to be done with your side. Do you understand? Okay? So you know if you have Sparta, that Sparta's in the latter pages, but the first page already gives you some information about both of them. So that might be like a nice little cheat sheet, that first page. Okay? Okay, Renee? Okay? So, I want you to take 15 minutes, and you're going to work on your side. Okay? We're going to move toward the second part. All right, you have 10 minutes. Take 15 minutes to exchange information. I'm going to start. Okay? And get some time. And lastly, and I'll be walking around.
Oh, Sparta and Athens.
Sparta and Athens. So,
And it's like the
right now, just get information about those characters. So for each thoughts? Like, you look for social, I just want to know about how they treat them. Hey. This first part doesn't require a whole lot of talk. The second part will. Okay? I know. Step one does not require you to do much talk. You can ask your partner, we're not really having a talk fest. That's step two, where you exchange information. So during step one, you just need to decide who's gonna work on Athens, who's gonna work on Spark. Okay? And then go ahead and get to work. So we're gonna have to make this an individual activity.
You didn't say how. Who at least?
I didn't ask you.
This one, right?
That's just basic interest. So we want to be able to move further. So we said something about hierarchy. You see keyword like that.
You start.
Your pistol pay off.
So choose who maybe ask who maybe start.
She don't feel stressed.
Who's gonna work? Now's the one. Who's gonna work?
This is education.
You said 265?
So that would be more culture, back with the history, what they learned about.
That's okay. You should.
Oh, I hate these.
I know, it's so tough.
Government is part of social,
Every
right?
time I see a stop sign, I just say, oh, thank the Lord, I know it's shaking the color.
I'm showing truth.
Funny.
It only got Spark though.
It wasn't really funny. Okay, now, collect yourself.
I mean, it's too fun.
It's your last grade. Meaning that you get a 0 on the last grade. Not a good look.
I need to get on my stick.
We'll see.
If I was the highest grade, I would
I'm right there. Okay.
If I was the highest grade,
No, mine's not.
You know what? We're gonna work. We're gonna work on your class of etiquette.
Look at that. I'm gonna let you.
if you at a formal restaurant, you have to.
I'm right. So,
How the expectations of the marriage should show in the Bible, right? Specifically, how you do, right? So, not necessarily your work, or how you do things, right? So, like, if you have a question instead of, Instead of that, the proper response would probably be to raise your hand. If you did raise your hand and that you didn't follow that response, being super loud.
You said like fits.
Yeah, you.
I got part of it.
What's that saying? Part of it. I was our, yeah, and they had a.
You say you don't give a what?
Sparta had a
Okay, so,
Yeah.
okay, so let's take a look around. Instead of your headings, you got Athens, we're gonna go to Sparta, so we should probably come back.
14 and 33.
We see education.
All the guys is asking stuff. Oh,
Government.
okay.
And here they have just comparing two city states. I wonder if they have some information here about geography.
Which side you got?
I've got atheists.
I will go ahead and tell you that this wasn't just for nothing, that's just fact.
Which side you
But
got?
also socially, it's all about how people are treated. One of your headings here is women and slaves and Africans. So maybe we find some social characteristics there.
Angel.
Well, this part right here where it says Athens and trade that under this.
So I don't want you to write the whole characteristic. I want you to just give me short bullets. Yeah, abbreviate, give me short bullets. So whatever it says, so let's actually tell you.
It says that they.
Captain, your part. Your part. So what does that characteristic actually say there?
It says that they open strong relationships with other cities and very powerful.
Okay, so basically they have trade relationships with other cities, right? So that's what I would do. I would bring it
Important
that.
decisions were like voted on by smaller groups. Cause Athens, they had like, remind,
Okay.
laws were approved by larger groups. So you can say laws were approved by smaller groups.
And put that under.
Okay. Yeah.
Put on political.
So economic could be anything about resources that they're acquiring to trade.
So we can write anything about the resources
Yeah.
that's in here?
This is Mr. Miller. I do. Sure thing, he's on the way. All right. Mark, I need you in Ms. Singh's office. Yeah. I have to tell y'all to be quiet. I'm talking specifically to you and you. We don't have a problem.
Yes, sir.
Stay focused. Be on your job. The only way that your partner gets the rest of this partner is if you're contributing what you need to.
I cut my nails and you're putting third away. No.
You got an
Yeah, sure.
I figured it out.
In that time, they said their technology was like the stones and stuff that
Right.
they changed projects, the same thing. So they said technology, and then like the weapons. that they did.
Yeah, weapons, yeah. Right. Now, this is one reason why sometimes these overlap. Sometimes technology might be for a different purpose. So like if it's for war, and it's much more part of the military, you might mention that there. You might say that they have certain weapons that they use for war that make them more advanced, right? That make them really good. So sometimes you might move the characters to another category. Same thing with like, smart characters. They talk about boys, when they talk about boys being trained for war, that can be considered cultural, right? Like how they live their life. It's not necessarily falling under religion, education, or art. I guess education is close to it. But it could also be considered social, like how the kids have to relate, like their whole expectation that they are going to become soldiers. Right? So,
So, it says only men were allowed to be citizens, so I would say.
So that can go in, I would put it in,
I don't want part-time.
so that's specifically to do with rights of individuals.
Right. I have a list of I was thinking we had
Can I use the back? Use the back if you need to.
They can go on the boat.
Is there something?
Should I just?
Well, I would be, sometimes you're gonna find these things overlap. Yeah, so that's okay if you feel like they overlap sometimes. The one thing I would say though is that, if you're gonna mention something about how to educate differently, I would know how they were actually educated. So I would say something like, boys retired home by their mothers, and then they went to school. They learned reading and writing.
You say that.
And then they learned reading and writing, and they grew up with their mothers around them. They learned. Or you put so much expectations of young girls that they weren't gonna be able to have an education.
Government.
Sometimes these overlap, because in general, you can't put every group of people in a box, right? Sometimes there's just lots of stuff that can go in different boxes.
Which one?
Father figures.
Still got about 5 minutes left, so
I'm in the meeting.
moving right along.
I am in my son's meeting.